So what would you say the big potential mistake that Nokia did to lose their market share was? Was it the innovation, or the lack of going from research to production, or what was the biggest mistake they made, so to speak?
Yeah, so for me, hindsight is 20/20. Yeah. So, there are a few things. One, I have noticed that many large companies are run by accountants instead of product people. Mm-hmm. And accountants basically assume that the world tomorrow will be the same as it was yesterday with small deltas, and they basically steer based on numbers.
Right.
And I see many cases, and there's good reasons why this happens. I'm invested in the stock market. I'd like my stock to go up, right? But the problem is that as long as you're in a stable, steady as she goes industry, that works fine. Mm. When disruption hits,
right,
then you need another type of leadership in the company, much more visionary, product thinking, product centric, basically. Mm. Yeah, at least that's my perspective. Yeah. The second thing that you need to, and now I'm not sure if you want to go here because this is a little bit of a longer conversation, but the point is, if you look at investing in your traditional existing product portfolio, typically any Horizon 1 innovation, so Horizon 1 being your mature product revenue, right, anything that you invest in that will basically have a Gaussian bell curve of return. Yeah, you know that every dollar you put in, you get 120, 150 back. Maybe it's 170, maybe it's 110, but at least you get a predictable return. Mm. In times of transformation, you need to focus on radical innovations, what is in the terminology called Horizon 3 innovations. And the problem with Horizon 3 innovations, the same as what venture capitalists will tell you, 1 in 10 will be successful if you're lucky, right? So you need to have a large number of experiments ongoing in parallel. It looks extremely inefficient from a bean counter's perspective because we're investing in 99 things out of which the vast majority is basically complete loss. Yeah, but you need to do that in order to find a handful of new things that will actually knock the ball out of the park. And this is the power function of investing in innovation or radical innovation, that for most VCs that are good at what they do, their number one winning investment generates more return than all their other investments combined. Yeah, and the same is true for the second. Yeah. And that's what, if you look, and I don't want to blame Nokia because we did have research and we had 1,200 people, but we had great difficulty getting things out, and that experimentation in the market, not just technology driven, but market driven, and what do customers want? That is what many companies are currently lacking.